Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Tonight, I'm going to be reacting to Deus Ex Mankind Divided, walkthrough playthrough done by FograinDaNoob. Yes, no longer by Fallen Foggy. Now it's FograinDaNoob. Yes, this is part 17. If you want to check out my previous reactions to the other parts, remember the playlist card is going to be at the top here. Just click on it and be able to access them. If you want to check out the original video or the YouTube channel FograinDaNoobs, the links are going to be in the description below. There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to have to change on the reaction videos for Deus Ex Mankind Divided, because on the titles it's all Fallen Foggy, and even the links it says Fallen Foggy, so I'm gonna have to change them all to FograinDaNoob. Yeah, a lot of work to do. Yes, Adam Jansen has been investigating a lot of people, potential targets, particularly his director Miller. He's been going through his house, he's been going through his personal information, what he's dealing with at home, and how it is affecting him in his work space. And he was also reading up on a case of a brother and a sister who've had to live together because their parents have been taken away, because the state, under assumption, assumed that the parents were part of a terrorist organization simply because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, let me say it like that. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. And we also, went into another apartment where we were dealing with a drug pin, if I can say that, or a drug peddler, and his parties that have cost a life of a very young, innocent woman who she just thought she was going to be here for partying, she's going to enjoy her life, and she overdosed and she passed away in this particular kingpin's apartment. So yeah, that was a very sad situation there. And yeah, we're just going to continue on now with part 17 and see what happens next. After accumulating all of this information and investigating all of these apartments, what's the next step after this? Yeah, let's see. Part 17. 3, 2, 1, go.
Access granted.
Whose house is this now? Or should I say apartment? It's quite empty, nothing much here, just a lot of, I don't know, like just paper. Did you have to throw the fridge? This looks like a fake house, a fake apartment. It doesn't look like anyone actually lives here. It's just a place. Aha, yeah. What is all of this? Hey, isn't that the store? Yes, that's the store to Task Force 29. Oh my gosh. Alright. This is This must be part of Peter Chang's investigations that he gave to Adam Jansen.
Access granted.
Okay, from Bones to little K. Okay, K. It's getting angsty about the next issue. Okay, is getting angsty about the next issue. I told him we should lead with the moon-based story, and he freaked out on me. Seriously, how are we not leading with this story? Anyway, he wants you to come so he can talk about it. Just make sure you're not followed. Issue 67, K to little K. Alright. Bones won't shut up about the moon base. I keep telling him we have no facts, but he just won't let it go. I want you to get back as soon as you can. I need to talk to you about the issue with someone who cares about more than reliving some old cosmonaut fantasy. I'm assuming you got something on Prague by now. From Angela Gunn to little K. I have a great amount of respect for you, for all of you, but I do not want to hide. You've changed your names, erased your past, left everything and gone underground. I'm not sure I have it in me to do all of that. More importantly, I'm not sure it's necessary. I have my own ideas about how to make things better. Be careful down there, Suzanne, okay? And know that I'm always faithful reader of Samizdat. Oh. Wait, yes, Samizdat is that newspaper, right? Yeah, I think it's that newspaper that Adam Jansen has also read before, multiple times. Okay, alright. Why are you online? Server startup for 5 minutes ago and you're not even in Davni? I want to lead with your Praha Davos story. So this newspaper is the one investigating about, you know, the storefront for Task Force 29. Okay. And if they know something and, you know, they expose it as an expose on their newspapers, everyone is going to know about it. And that's going to be a threat for Task Force 29. Because now they will become a target for anyone who wants to take them out. So yeah, Peter Chang, really, he was onto something here. Wow, look where we are.
You know, I don't deal much with crazy Uyubuk, but credits are credits. Have a look.
Yeah, whatever. I don't like you. I don't like any of these store kiosk people.
I'm trying to run a business here.
Not interested right now.
Go! Go! waste my time.
Bye.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
And you know, I don't think it's actually nefarious. I don't think they're doing this for like some sort of evil intent. You know, they're just a newspaper corporation. You know, they want people to know the truth. They want you know, more readers of their work. They want more popularity.
Yes,
I'm looking for Laborio.
it is me. You have come for the magic?
I'm hoping you can help me make sense of something. A strange encounter I had. A man hiding behind a screen in the sewers, surrounded by followers of some kind. His name is Richard. You used to be partners.
Oh wait, Richard is that guy who assumes direct control of his cult, right? Yeah.
Richard is alive. You found him?
I'm not sure what I found, but I know I didn't like it. Richard had a way of depriving me. Things I wanted to say and do, but I couldn't.
I am so happy he is alive. Richard and I was sure that I should have known. Richard always said, the show must go on.
There was nothing entertaining about this. What is he doing down there? How is he doing it?
I have not seen Richard in many years. We developed a show together, the evolution of stage hypnosis intensified through technology. Adapted versions of the Casey and DDE designs.
A social augmentation?
In conjunction with modern hypnotic techniques, something much more powerful than mere persuasion. The communal construction of an alternate reality. For 3 hours on a Friday night, we guided people into brave new worlds.
This is dangerous technology. You know, even Adam Jansen has something like this persuasion augmentation. It's dangerous. It's really dangerous. It should be outlawed, you know. Ugh. Because really, you can influence people to do things that you would want. You know, you would strip away their agency. They would effectively become dolls that you can control. You'll be the puppeteer while they become the puppets. And you could overthrow a government with something like this. You could destroy entire countries without even lifting a finger, because you have this persuasive power over the populace of a particular nation. So yeah, this type of technology should not have been researched, or it should have been seen as illegal.
These worlds you and Richard created through hypnosis, what were they exactly?
They were whatever people wanted, created together with the audience. Every night was different. After the incident, we were made to stop, treated as criminals. It was not right. People paid for their tickets and embarked on imaginative explorations. We did not hurt anyone. We would never hurt anyone.
It sounds like a drug party of some sort, you know? Yeah, I don't think this is right. I still don't think this is right. Even if the people are enjoying this fallacy world where they're happy and cheery and stuff like that, it's not right. You know, running away from what is hurting you, running away from reality like this doesn't help you, you know? It's just like a coping mechanism. It is like some sort of painkiller, but now you're taking it, you know, with an addiction, and that's not helping.
I'm not sure that's still true for Richard. His audience now, I'm worried they may be trapped. Is that something he could be capable of? Creating a world and keeping people there indefinitely?
It depends on the personality. If someone is susceptible to the message, and if Richard keeps repeating it, it is conceivable.
The technology Richard is using to do all this, how does it work?
Binaural beats. Richard bounces his source transmission through a series of emitters that use targeted neural oscillation to stimulate specific areas of the basal ganglia.
Right. Let's assume I'm not familiar with that particular ganglia.
Richard is using a system of emitters that can intensify and adjust his frequency, his message, his intent. Imagine it. He can make the very soul of a transmission pierce into the brainwaves of his target audience.
I don't need to imagine it. I already know it's terrifying. Why do you think Richard is doing this? What's his endgame in trying to hypnotize people in a sewer?
I cannot say for sure, but after the incident, after the way things began to change, Richard said he was going to find a better place. I did not hear from him again. The loss of so many people that we knew, I believe it broke him.
He didn't seem very broken to me. More like a guru of some kind, with way too much control of the people in that room.
No.
An overlord.
Richard is not capable of hurting anyone. At least, he was not before. He was an idealist, the kind of man who... The worlds we created together on stage, they were more beautiful than the reality.
People can change over time, you know? People can really change and surprise you.
Tell me how to stop Richard.
Richard is conveying a vision of himself, of themselves, of an alternate community they are building together. If it is Richard's goal to keep the people there, the only way to free them is to make them see through it.
Well, how do I do that? Last time I talked to him didn't go so well.
The signal he is transmitting, its effect is limited to a specific radius, to the room where the audience is, where the emitters are installed. Wherever Richard is must be outside of that room.
So if I get to him, I'll be able to say or do whatever I want?
Yes, but promise you won't hurt him, please.
I'm not promising anything. Something tells me if I do get in there, he's not going to be content to just talk.
There may be a better way. The emitters, they are somewhere in the room, yes? Okay then, so wait. You wait. Just wait 1 second, please. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Where are you? Come. Come to me. Shh. Ba, 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 ba. Wait. Okay. I think I have what I'm looking for. I think I have found what you need. Ta-da! They are scrambling devices, our failsafe whenever things got ugly. Attach them to the emitters and it closes the ability to amplify. Good night. Show's over. Your gods are but men again.
And that'll be enough to make the people in the room see through him?
I hope. If they have been exposed for a very long time, you need to help them to see. But please be kind to Richard. I don't know what he has become, but I know what he was. A decent man once, who simply believed that the world should be better.
We all believe that. But there are better and worse ways of going about it.
Yeah, luckily this device has a limit range, you know, of how many people it can control within a small space, if I can say that. So yeah, at least, hopefully the future development of such technology is outlawed. Because this is dangerous. Doing something like this, it's extremely dangerous.
Do you know what truly happened?
The blackjack of hearts, hope it's lucky.
The diligent man reaches his goals.
Why is the floor messy? I don't know what's going on with the people in this game. In Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Honestly, I don't understand. Everyone's apartments and shops are dirty on the floor. And you ask yourself, what is going on here? A better place, from Richard the Great. Okay. My sweet Laborio. Oh, my sweet. Were they together? For the authorities to have cancelled our show is humiliating, but to see our friends imprisoned cause they are different, to watch our inventions, our life's work get confiscated. Just zoom out a bit here. And destroyed. I know you are not easily outraged. You will find a way to adapt to this new world. You will compromise. Does it make you a better man than me, or does it make you worse? Regardless, you know the community initiative was never about magic and entertainment. For me, it was about alternatives, about creating places for people, about creating places people could escape to. The hours we spent crafting worlds together were the happiest of my life. I intend to extend them into eternity. Forever yours, Richard. Wow. Richard is blinded by his own dreams and ambitions. He doesn't see what he's doing here is wrong. Because I don't think those people, who are with him wanted to stay with him for as long as they have right now. I don't think so. I'm sure many of them have family members, many of them have a life outside of this entertainment. It should have been an entertainment, but instead it's like a thralled, control area. Yeah, if I can say it like that. So what he's doing here is just so wrong. And it should be illegal.
Can't defend against that kind of team.
The streets of Prague. Okay, whose house is this now?
Traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system.
Okay, following the Org incident, the opposing factions in the Australian Civil War? What? The Northern Free States of Australia and the ruling Southern Australian Federation were effectively forced into ceasefire since 2028. There are still been occasional border skirmishes, but for the most part the violence has been held at bay. At least the populated cities along the coastline, populated cities along the coastline. The interior is a different matter. The outbreak is still... Let me just zoom out. Okay. The outback is still disputed. At best, it is desolate wasteland. At worst, is a lawless expanse, slowly killing off augmented PMC soldiers who fled there to die rather than the comfort, the after effects of horrifying psychotic delusions. Alright. The two interim governments have formed a joint police force to patrol the interior. By all accounts, their impact has been negligible. Huh. Wow. Australia is in civil war. Two factions fighting for the heart and soul of Australia. That's crazy. That is crazy. And also America, you know, wants to well, there are some states in America that want to break away from the government, break away from the country. Yeah, it's crazy. This world is crazy, really. I wonder what other countries are also heading down this path of a civil war
granted.
And, you know, the dissolution of the national government. I wonder. Okay, that doesn't out. Alright. Whatever your reasons, and I'm not unsympathetic, believe me, this is the worst time you could have chosen to contact your family. Don't you understand? When nobody knew anything, you were safe. But now that your sister knows the truth, she has a dangerous secret. The ruthless single-mindedness of men like your husband make them very dangerous. Okay? They know how to force people to reveal things. Please sever all contact with your sister immediately for everyone's safety. I will speak with her in person, explain things, and give her any assistance with Krzysztof. Meanwhile, you and I shall have to discuss relocating you and Lucas once again. Cat. Miss Bab-Ik, I have created a file for you that now officially makes me your legal counsel with all the protection under the law that affords. I have also been in contact with Miss Vadro. I cannot pronounce that name. I don't want to butcher it, but yeah, Mrs. and she has familiarized me with your situation. I regret that I must point out a very intricate legal complication with your desire to reassign custody of your son to your sister. Should anything happen to you while organizations such as the Slavic Foundation for Battered Women function with all the full sanction and support of the countries in which they operate, many of the actions they take out of necessity, all through themselves legal, confer no legal authority. In other words, although he believes you both to be deceased, as far as the law is concerned, Mr. Babik is still your husband and Lucas is your son. Alright, so this lady, Miss Babik, with her son Lucas, are in hiding because, you know, Mr. Babik is an abuser, right? Okay. Therefore, Mr. Babik maintains the full custody rights of a married birth parent. If Mr. Babik, let me zoom out again, were augmented, it would be relatively easy to strip him of any rights regarded to your son. Wow. Wow. You really do have it better if you're not augmented, really. Because now if he was augmented, he would have no rights to the son. Not saying that he should, because it seems like this guy is an abuser. So I wouldn't want any child or anyone to be near him. He must first go and get some help. Or go to prison, whichever. It would relatively easy to strip him of his rights with regards to your son, but since it's not the case, the only way to secure your son's future is to sue for full custody, which would of course entail revealing your secret to Mr. Babik and to the court. Please let me know how you wish to proceed. Huh. Marta, it was a miracle to see you again after all this time, especially since I thought you were lost to us forever. God, all that time we've wasted because of the monster. And Lucas, I am so proud of my nephew. But I heard of the news about the tragedy at the train station. It coincided with the time your train was due to arrive. I called and left a message yesterday. Maybe you did not receive it. The news said that all the chaos in Prague was created communication problems. Please reply to this as soon as you can and let me know if you're alright. I cannot bear the thought I've gotten my dear sister back only to lose her again. Hanaka. Or Hanka. Yes. Mother and son are living through dangerous times. Very dangerous times. Really, Adam Manson has access to a world that most humans don't, while the majority of humanity don't. You know, the things that he can do with the creations of humanity. All technology obeys his commands. It's crazy. By Daniel Fletcher. There was a pause. Are you sure? I am sure. Always double check. I've run a few simulations and it just destroys everything in its path. Thousands of people could die if we don't get the package back. Run it again. Smiley. Then tell Miller. Delra came back in a sat on my dark leather couch. Okay? Who was that? She asked. Just Agent Jansen. You work too much, Daniel. It's important, I said. Let me just zoom out a bit. Restarting the simulation again, but the simulation will take a few hours to complete, so you have my undivided attention. Oh, I do? Do I? I sat down on the couch, sat next to her, leaned in and said, Karaki? What? Okay, Daniel, what are you saying here, man? In your novel. Her eyes popped wide and she smiled. You always know what to say, don't you? Oh, right. Fletcher. And I find it interesting that he's using the names of his colleagues in his novels. This guy's weird.
Access granted.
Man, everyone is watching Picus. Like there's no other television channel. It's just Picus 24/7, back to back. Oh, I'm really getting tired of this lady even, you know. Really getting tired of her. Complete VIP account profile to Aglo Drago, alright? Placide Bank data stick. Fletcher has a nice house though. I like it. There's a lot of light inside this apartment. I really do like it. Oh, it's not Fletcher. Okay, sorry.
Access granted.
Let me just zoom out. Alright. Dear Mr. Drago, the tests have come back negative, and as far as I'm concerned, this eliminates all other explanations in my formal diagnosis that your headaches are caused by your neural augmentation. This is potentially very serious, but not something I can treat. My advice is to approach an authorized augmentation specialist through one of the main Prague hospitals and have it fully scanned, even though they will be required to register your augmentation. Please let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. Okay. This sounds bad though. Mr. Drago, I'm pleased to inform you that the security checks on your new account have now been cleared. This, of course, means access to your VIP services, including the use of the vault assigned to your account, will be ready within 3 business days. In the meantime, you can bring in your biometric identification on the data stick we provided and present it to me in person so that we may present you with your client access card. I look forward to finally meeting you in person. Yours faithfully, Thomas Ramenek. Alright. Oleg, sorry to hear you're not feeling well, but thumbs up for the private medical at least. Just wanted to give you a heads up before you come in tomorrow that we have a new mandate to liquidate all client stock in Condal Securities by the end of the week, and the board just learned that they still sell insurance to Augs, and it's causing ripples. Surprise, surprise. Dirty Hansas even depressing the markets for God's sake, sorry. Hope you're better tomorrow, buddy. It seems wherever Oleg is working, they don't particularly enjoy the support of the public when it comes to, you know, servicing people with augmentation. At first I thought this was Fletcher's home because we saw Fletcher's novel, you know, on the balcony there, on the desk. So I thought, okay, maybe this is where Fletcher lives, but doesn't seem like it. Tube house.
Assured anonymity.
Oh, they sell TVs, printers, computer monitors.
Hey there, you looking for a new stereo system?
I don't really get much time to listen to music.
How about movies? You like movies? Or maybe you got other interests?
What kind of movies are we talking about?
Oh, never mind. I was just making a stupid joke.
What you really mean is you don't want to tell me, since it's obvious I didn't come here for that.
The movies are contraband.
Calm down. I'm not a cop.
Technically.
What do you mean by other interests?
Well, I figure a man like you, he might need a little energy boost from time to time.
You're not talking about protein bars, are you?
Biocells, my friend. In perfect working order. And completely under the radar.
Wow, people just tell you stuff just like that.
I think I'll be on my way.
Feel free to come back if you change your mind.
Unbiased and impartial
Wow.
reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists.
Oh my gosh, this lady. I like you, right? I like you, but no. I'm tired now. I'm tired.
Group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective
I would do the
shut down
same. I would do the
traffic,
same for FograinDaNoob. I would do the same.
devastating medical transport from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic.
Percy Butler.
Access granted.
The United Nations set to debate the human rights.
Okay, you are cordially invited to Picus for screening of the solar mass cyborg. Oh yes, I've read this before. Yes, I've read this one. Let's continue.
In a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine.
How long are you going to keep hiding it? Let me zoom out. Things are being blocked here. How long are you going to keep hiding it? Well, it's cold outside. You have augmentations. Why conceal it? You know how things are. Feces got tense after the incident. I don't want some wacko mob trashing our place. I guess so. That's fair way to see it. Plus, on the cool part, it's like I'm one of those cyborg heroes with a hidden identity. For the love of God, Percival, you can't see it, but I'm acting out a change pose right now, okay? Just bring milk when you get home. Okay, is offline.
This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News. The
Percy
global leader in fair,
wants to
unbiased,
be an
and
agent.
impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible
Please
journalists.
switch off, Eliza.
Underground websites
I am tired.
continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption.
Hello?
Dobrej.
Train station.
Alright, Miller, I'm at the metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Rizika?
Plan A wasn't working.
Hand it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank in the city could mean big trouble for you.
I've got enough trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. Central, confirm a BH-847. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do.
Oh, do
and no
not let
time
me
to waste.
keep you then. Get moving, asshole.
Man, you the a-hole.
Could spread throughout Europe.
Access granted.
Easiest way to the problem will be through the auxiliary storage, I think. Code will be 2411, the same since last month. I keep forgetting to update it. If they'd modernize the power backups, this wouldn't keep happening. But then, hey, with all those shiny, hard-assed psycho cops in Prague these days, I guess we'll know the government's priorities.
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there?
No, nothing like that. I just question the legality of it. No, that's not the word. Anyway, you can't tell me you're comfortable with forcing people out of their homes and into that ghetto?
I'm comfortable enough if it means we're safer here in the city. See, the problem is that we can't tell which of these orgs are safe and which are getting ready to kill us.
You're right.
Just like any other human being.
They made allowances for that when they developed the enhancement technology. It would be so useful right now to have some sort of shut-off switch or something.
Do you really think that we are robots? When I say we, I mean the augment. Does he really think that augmented people are just robots that can be switched on and switched off? Ay, the ignorance of these people.
Access granted.
Okay guys, that is it with DSX Mankind Divided. Walkthrough playthrough done by FograinDaNoob. This was part 17. Let me just double check that. Yes, part 17. Yeah, Adam Jensen has been still, investigating, continuing his probing, or should I say breaking in into people's houses and apartment buildings, reading up on information. We went through a particular house where a mother and her son are trying to, hide themselves away from their abusive father or abusive husband. She tried to reach her sister, but she couldn't because of the incident with the attacks at the train station. We also got information on those who are investigating the front company for Task Force 29. It's the newspaper, conspiracy expose, grouping. I forgot how to pronounce their name, but you know who I'm talking about. The ones with the fists, shown on the newspaper on the front. Yeah, the logo. Like they have these fists there. Yeah. They have been investigating, about Task Force 29's front company, and it seems like there's also some situations on a moon base. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, and a cosmonaut. So maybe that's also going to be focused on later on, or maybe it's just more conspiracy theories. I don't know. And yeah, now Adam Jensen is heading out. He's doing a mission that was been given to him by Director Miller. But basically, FograinDaNoob is doing multiple missions all at the same time. He isn't really focusing, or he or she is not really focusing on one thing in particular, finish it completely, and then head over to the next mission. So I'm not sure, what's next, because yes, he's leaving Prague, the main CBD, and he's heading over to a new destination, but I'm not entirely sure, or should I say I am not entirely sure, where is this heading exactly. Like, which mission is he going to be focusing on, or she is going to be focusing on in part 18, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, mainly part 17, just like part 16, going through people's apartments, gathering information, and let us see where it takes us in the future. Okay guys, I guess that's it for tonight. Remember, if you want to check out the original video as well as FograinDaNoob's YouTube channel, the links are going to be in the description below. If you like my reaction, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos, and I'll see you guys next week Friday. Okay, bye bye.